Yeah, I'm not. I don't have the IRL up, but yep, there they go, and they're starting off at Monocle Rock.
Hey, so when the sword is inevitably in that screen to the left... Oh wait, I'm thinking Spectacle Rock. Well, this is going to give them a great chance to check Armo statues early on. Several of them nearby.
Which one has already paid off, giving them both the blue candle.
Yeah, huge find early. Especially being so close to the wood starting, having a candle already is a major help. Oh, and another big help is seeing those blue moblins go down in one hit with the candle.
And it seems somewhat apropos that the comment there from the guy in the cave there. Since we are kind of missing a book to kind of know what's going on.
Yep, gotta have that strategy guide.
Did ZebGedney check the particular Armo statue? I didn't see. And whoop, we've got the white sword item. It is the raft in the waterfall.
Oh man.
And oh wow. That's a big find for ZebGedney. Finding the Armos item is the wand. And
yeah,
Antlerz,
that's big for him.
And an equally big find, Antlerz finds level 1.
Yeah, so if he can dig something out of here quickly, although maybe a key issue, a key and nasty multi-HP keys issue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely something you don't want to see. And we found ZebGedney finds the hint shop in Vanilla 8. Not that it does us much good right now.
Yeah. Be a fool's errand to make any of those purchases, as we are unable to understand anything that the old men or anyone in the shops and such have to say until we do pick up that book.
And ZebGedney finds another take any item. And oh, silver arrows on the coast.
Woohoo! If ladder wasn't important enough to begin with.
Yeah, it's outright required now.
Watch the ladder be Goma blocked.
Oh, that would be mean. But then again, it's Randomizer. It's supposed to be mean.
Yeah. We can only expect so much kindness. But Antlerz is going to be very happy, obviously, to see that, and that's going to be a tremendous help for him, having already discovered level 1. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do anything with all the key issues that we were coming across in the opening screens, but...
So, ZebGedney finding the warp caves. Looks like one was at the arrow shop, one by the desert.
Yeah, the desert open cave, and then there's one or two okay ones.
Yeah, nothing in the way to Death Mountain at all, and all secret of a big ore.
It's a good thing they found that early candle as well, as it is 76 rupees in the store.
And ZebGedney finds level 8.
That is certainly one of the better dungeons to find, what with it having 2 items and all.
I'm kind of wondering if, since Antlerz already knows where level 1 is, I'm wondering when it'll go back to try... is he going to be focusing on overworld exploration, or when will he go back to that, just to try and dig out one of those 2 items?
The only issue I see for him doing that might be that he may feel that he's key blocked in there, and so it would do him no good.
Speaking of key blocks, ooh, yep, ZebGedney pulling off the Kanana key, and it turns out that was the Triforce room too.
Well, at least go back through.
Yeah, I thought that's what he was doing, lining up the keys to be able to pull that off, and did it rather well.
Yep. It is nice to know, obviously he was looking for more than just the Triforce, but it's nice to know where it is this soon, to know that if you do find those items, you can just kind of up and A real quick back to get the Triforce.
And found a hint level 8. That doesn't do us any good right now.
Not quite.
I think it's pretty neat how they actually gave the book an actual use.
Yeah, there are several new flag sets, or flag possibilities that allow the book to possibly be the most powerful item in the game.
Oh my!
Holy exploration! The magical key sitting there for Zeb in level 8.
Oh, that's huge, especially as this early. We're barely 5 minutes in, and key issues gone.
Yep. So he goes to level 1. He's not going to have any problem getting out of that top corner.
Meanwhile, Antlerz finds our third Taken cave.
If the white sword item were something exciting, he might be thrilled about that.
Well, we know what it is.
Yeah, that's it. That was the if, yeah.
Yeah, if it's exciting, if it's relevant.
Yeah.
And Antlerz found level 5. I did not see where that was. Last I saw, he was in the forest, so...
Yeah, it was one of the burned bushes. I think the one north of the 100 secret in the forest.
Ah, okay. Oh, Goreyas and Wizrobes. Not a friendly combination, to be sure. Especially when you're only at half a heart, but he's able to reverse block clip into the pass-through passage.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of avoiding through a long period of time trying to get through.
And avoiding the ambush right immediately after. Holy cow.
Wizrobes are out for blood.
Although, looks like the blue Goreyas did roll low on HP.
That's always nice, especially when you're on half a heart. Take those guys out from a distance with the wand. Be in that heart dropping group. I think ZebGedney's probably going to find level 1 very soon, so we could get a peek at some of the excitement that lies in there.
And just had a Triforce fall right into his lap.
Yep. Y-Force in 5 for Antlerz.
Not sure if he would have wanted it quite that soon, but hey, it's 1 down, 4 to go.
If he was going to go back or not with there being so many Wizrobes, but Antlerz unafraid to tackle this situation.
Meanwhile, ZebGedney finding level 1. So let's see what kind of loveliness we find in Saru with it. But we do have Wizrobes in here, so that's not a good thing to see. And ooh, red candles, one of the items in 1.
Nice find.
Oh, gee, we got the bunnies in 1 as well.
That's a particularly nasty enemy set.
Especially when you don't have bow and arrows to deal with the rabbits. But a clock works just as well. So we've already found the floor item for 1, so checking just if nothing else to see if this is the Triforce room, and it is not. There's the heart container, though. And almost landed right on the Triforce again for Antlerz, but he went ahead and picked it up anyway.
Yeah, it's almost becoming a force of habit for him at this point.
And decides to move on, decides not to dig 8 further.
He'll probably be a little bummed to not find that any key that Zeb found in there earlier.
I guess if it all depends on how key starved this seed ends up being. Oh, no, he's going back in. Just wanted to check those last couple locations in the corner before going back.
I can understand that.
So we know this is going to be... What's going to be guarding? Oh, gee. Well, I would say guarded by Wizrose, but it's just sitting right there waiting to be picked up. Bomb holes in the dark. Nicely done.
Meanwhile, ZebGedney appears to have found the other item in level 1. It's the magical boomerang!
I must be behind you, I guess, because I hadn't seen that yet. Well, at least Antlerz seems to be fine for keys at the moment. I don't recall where the magical key was in 8. And I don't think ZebGedney had checked had dug this far into 8 to find that any key. Well, maybe at this rate we'll find what the other item is in here. Oh, the red ring! Oh, that is nice. That is very nice for Antlerz. So, red ring and magical key in 8. That is almost as stacked as it can be. ZebGedney finding the Triforce in 5 and going right back in. We do not know the item in 5 yet. Antlerz promptly left after getting the Triforce, and we're seeing kind of uncharted territory from ZebGedney here. Ice bomb drop. Though Antlerz was pretty good on bombs anyway. So ZebGedney clearing out the bottom half of 5. No item yet. And there's the any key for Antlerz. And it's okay. ZebGedney getting the transport staircase to the top half. Being greeted by Wizrobes, as is their wont. Ooh, almost got cornered by him. So, is 5 hearts enough for the raft? Yes, it is. We'll see in due time whether the raft is required or not. But from getting that red ring out of 8 is gonna give Antlerz a good bit of an advantage here. Especially with considering we've already seen a decent number of dungeons that have Wizrobes in them, like the ones our 2 races are currently in. Almost got hit by the rabbit there. And it looks like ZebGedney's leaving 5. I did not see him grabbing the item being grabbed out of there. But he does find the 3rd Taken cave though. My colleague, Liquid Husband, appeared to have some connection issues or something. He should be back momentarily. I think we still have only found small secrets so far. So I don't know how much of how rich this seed actually is yet. Antlerz finding the Triforce for 1, deciding to get that last item out of the way first. Meanwhile, ZebGedney doing a bit more exploration, going to areas that we hadn't seen yet. Like finding a couple of gambling spots. We have not found the wood sword yet. We have found, we found level 4. We have found the white sword location, which was the raft. We have not found the white sword, we haven't found any of the swords as of yet. but they have the wand, so that's a good bit of offensive firepower for the early goings. So looks like had a bit of a ladder block in 4. We'll see if how big of a thing that ends up being. But ooh, we've found the item in 4. What is it? It is the book. Now we can finally see what happens when we do have the Nintendo Power Guide. Meanwhile, Antlerz is going up Death Mountain. And ooh, looks like the door repair charge is a big 24 right now. And it looks like ZebGedney has decided to move on out of 4. There might be a ladder block, and ooh, Antlerz finds the magical sword in Vanilla 9. And it looks like my co-commentator Liquid Husband has returned. How much did you miss?
Probably a little, about 54 frames of every second for pretty much the entire race. But I had a solution, but apparently I was ahead of everybody, so that's obviously fun for anyone. So I'm going to be behind from now on, but I will very much try to keep up. As look like, did Zeb just find a hint cave there?
Yes, he did, and also found the wood sword in Vanilla 3.
Well, it's about time.
Well, I mean, they've had the wand for a while. So.
Yeah, it really becomes a lot less noticeable in that situation until, of course, like in Zeb's case, you have the book, and then all of a sudden the wand becomes a completely different animal.
Oh, yes. You definitely have to be really careful with that.
But to satisfy all our curiosity, he is going to check that southwest corner anyway, and all that happens is he has to spend some money.
Yep.
Antlerz put it all on black, and it came up 0. All his money gone to the gambler.
Now, I believe we saw the middle secret a little while ago, and I believe it was 27. And ZebGedney finds level 2.
Good thing Red Ring was so easily discoverable for Antlerz.
Oh,
because
yes.
a low money seed like that, we're probably not seeing any defense upgrades being purchased.
And Antlerz finds level 3. It's just unfortunate that it was found in level. It was the second item in 8 because ZebGedney. Wow, that was a fast item for Antlerz, getting the recorder in 3.
Hey, life hands you staircases. Walk down them, especially in levels 1 through 4, or 1, 3, and 4, since there's not going to be any transports.
Well, that was how ZebGedney found the book. It was a quick find in 4.
Yep, Zeb now in level 2, which means he's going to be killing all the things until he discovers an item.
Okay, I was mistaken. The medium secret's 29, so that's not horrible.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's somewhere near near 30, you're okay.
But that's horrible. That's a mugger in 2, but he's asking for keys, so.
That's a lot of keys. The game must have known how quickly you're going to find the any key, because 5 is quite a bit to be asking for.
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
Zeb,
wow.
of course.
That the bow is in level 2.
Oh man, I was just about to say Zeb found what everyone doesn't want to find, which is the heart container on the floor in level 2.
Yeah, it turns out that wasn't the heart container item per se, and Antlerz finds level 6. And turns out one of the legs ate a heart container. Okay.
Well, it's nice to see them actually drop something for once.
Yeah, that's true.
So now, with the discovery of the bow, it is a race to find the ladder for Zeb. Of course, it could be in level 9.
It could be. I've seen it before. I've commentated it before. Yeah. Let's hope I don't. Let's hope I just didn't curse them this time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we all have at one time or another, and it follows my general rule of thumb. Not that I'm anyone to follow rules by considering my record in this tournament, but if you have 2 of bow, ladder, and silvers, if you have 2 out of 3 and you have 5 Triforces, you go to level 9 and try to find the other one. In this case, obviously, you won't technically have silvers, but you know where they are. So right. The question becomes, if you get the 5 Triforce pieces, and you still haven't, if you're Zeb, especially since he has the bow, and you haven't found the ladder yet, do you dare enter level 9, knowing that you cannot complete it without leaving again? Ooh, that's a nice large secret.
Yep, 104, and the Antlerz finding the final Takenny cave in the graveyard.
Looks like he bought a potion with it, considering he has, 7 hearts in the red ring, so that's 28 HP, or 28 hearts, of health for this game.
We're step over the water to reach the heart container. We're getting some hint purchases from ZebGedney.
All right.
Step over the water to reach the power bracelet.
All right.
And step over the water to reach the silver arrow. a lot of stepping over the water today. Okay.
Just so you know, the ladder is important if you didn't realize.
Are you sure? Really? I hadn't noticed.
That's basically what that hint cave said. By the way, the ladder is an important item. You should think about it. So Antler's now in level 2. Question becomes, does he find what ZebGedney found?
Nope. Silvers is the coast item today.
Yep. Sadly, sort of free unless the ladder is somewhere that we can't get to.
Getting the other hint shop. Gliok returns with the magic key. Yeah, we knew about that one already. Sail not to save the princess, so the raft is not required. And Gliok lurks with the book, which we already knew.
So, my favorite kind of hints, completely worthless.
But that's the benefit of doing resets. You can get all your money back, and it looks like Antlerz did not find the item yet, so he's going right back into 2.
Very, very good play.
And the comment in chat, we're having the obligatory hint that leads to the book.
The books are cooked, man. But yeah, it seems like Antler's MO so far in this race has been go ahead and get the Triforce, whether by accident or on purpose, and then worry about the item afterwards. Let's see if it pays off for him, if he can find this bow. I mean, obviously he's going to find it. It's just a matter of time at this point.
I thought he just did. Maybe I was mistaken. I thought I heard some item pickup noise. Maybe that was something else.
I'm gonna hope he didn't pick it up.
There it is. So they're both on. They both have four Triforce pieces, and Antlerz finds level 9.
I was about to say they're virtually even in terms of useful things discovered, other than the sword, obviously. But finding level 9 and having it not be recorder blocked, a big deal for Antlerz, considering. Oh wait, he's the one that has the recorder. I was going to say, considering he hasn't. But he didn't go to level 3, but he was the one that did go to level 3. So yep. I take it all back. Now it's just a race 1 to find one more Triforce piece that's accessible, and 2 to pick up the ladder somewhere.
And at about 31 minutes in, Antlerz finds his first sword.
Crazy to say that he's finding the sword 31 minutes in and really isn't trailing in any way, shape, or form in this race. It's, if anything, he's got an exploration advantage. He has not purchased any of those terrible hints, but that's not the worst possible discovery. So you were telling me the book was in level 4 that ZebGedney got it out, but he did not pick up the Triforce in there. So was it ladder blocked there?
Possibly yes. He came in at the top of the dungeon. The Triforce is at the bottom. There was one Chevy room in the way.
Okay. The more ladder block dungeons we find, the more likely that it is an item that is not in level 9, considering that they still have to get one more Triforce piece. So that actually is, as bad as it sounds now, it could be good news for them.
And I was about to say the only dungeon we hadn't seen yet was level 7, but lo and behold, ZebGedney had just found it.
Everyone's favorite.
So there is a thought from chat. ZebGedney's got maxed out money, and I believe he's seen the blue ring shop. Does he go out and get it?
Certainly worth considering. He's probably not going to find the red ring, whether he knows that or not.
Because he's already gotten the Triforce and one of the items out of 8. Unless he's desperate, he's probably not going to dig it again.
Whereas Antlerz is now walking into level 7 as well, slightly more well-equipped. But he's leaving, because it's level 7.
Right.
So, ZebGedney instead, though, going to traverse it. This could be a turning point here. Could we see a play to stay in a dungeon versus leave pay off for one or the other here? Well, there's a good reason to leave.
And Antlerz finds level 4. We'll likely find the book and also the unfortunate news.
Yep, all that money he's got is going to go towards some tremendous hints, probably.
And yep, there's the book right there. One room in.
As I started to say earlier, before some unfortunate issues caused me to lose my connection, there are a lot of new potential uses of the book that are built into the randomizer now by Fred that really make it either it could be completely worthless or the greatest item, the most overpowered item in the entire game. And speaking of items,
yep, white sword and 7 for Zeb.
White sword at level 7. So I take back what I said about Antlerz not having an advantage, or Antlerz having some sort of advantage. White sword is essentially the most powerful weapon you're going to find in the randomizer more times than not, especially in this flag set. Magic sword, not a realistic goal most of the time.
Yeah, unless things get so trolly that you actually have the time to pick up heart containers.
But until that time comes, you have to assume White Sword's going to be the best sword that you're gonna ever have.
Yep, looks like we're thoroughly ladder blocked in 4.
Well, starts to beg the question, what's left? Because we know now the item in level 7 is the White Sword.
Yep.
So ladder's still at large.
Could be... Could be 5? Could be 6? Dare we say could be 9?
Yeah, I guess I was just operating under the assumption that these things were ladder blocked in other dungeons, but I guess it's not necessarily true that the item was ladder blocked, just maybe the Triforce. I'm still rooting for Goma.
Yep, and ZebGedney does make the blue ring purchase.
Hey. The only other option was to let that money go to door repair charges at this point, more or less, so...
Yep, Antlerz buying the oh-so-useful hints.
Yep, you have that item, Antlerz. Yep, you have that item, Antlerz.
So between our 2 runners, we have seen all of the dungeons. So it's just a matter of where is the important stuff at this point.
Yep. And we're running out of important stuff. ZebGedney's about to find level 9, so he'll have that knowledge then. Maybe double checking to make sure he didn't have 5 Triforces. Yes, we do know where the silvers are. The silvers are on the coast, which means we need the ladder to get them. Yes, I do believe all the levels have been found in one way or by one runner or another.
So, just going over a rundown of what we've seen so far item-wise. Level 1 has the red candle and the magical boomerang. Level 2 has the bow. 3 has the raft. 4 has the book. 5 and 6 are currently unknown. 7 is the white sword. 8 is the red ring and the magical key. The white sword... Actually, no, white sword item was the raft. I'm sorry, I misspoke there. The coat item... Did we save the item out of 3? I don't recall.
Recorder was at 3.
Oh, right, the recorder, right. And the coast item is the silver arrows.
Now.
And the Armos item was the wand.
Yeah. And ZebGedney now in level 6, finding that ladder block. There are only so many things you can do going straight up that one route in level 6. I don't know if Antlerz took this little path off to the side of the Scorpion or not, but let's see if it produces anything for Zeb.
Nope, doesn't find anything.
Unless it's a Triforce. Oh wait, I guess you're ahead of me, never mind. So yeah, pure ladder block in level 6.
Which means unless... I know ZebGedney explored a good bit of 5, didn't find much. Maybe I don't recall if that was a ladder block as well, but if that's the case, our only option for even getting our last Triforce, our 5th Triforce piece is probably in 7.
That is something that is possible, that the 4 and 6 have the heart container power bracelet, although it's also very likely that level 5 also... Oh wait, no, 4 had the book, duh, never mind.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it is very likely now you're starting to think that if there are step-over hints for items, heart container and power bracelet, I don't know that step over ever correlates with items in level 9 or not. Because if so, that would mean level 9 would have to have the ladder, because we have nowhere else for it to be. That's a question for someone who knows more about the ins and outs of the randomizer for me, though.
Right. So I know there was the step over hint for the power bracelet.
Yes, and there was one for the heart container as well.
Okay, it was the heart container. Was the third one? I remember it was the. Couldn't remember what that third one was again. If it was heart container or what.
Yeah, maybe someone in chat knows whether or not the step over the water hints can refer to level 9. I know there's several big-time randomizer players in chat right now.
So ZebGedney close to finding the magical sword, though won't have enough hearts to even try to get it. And Antlerz finds level 3, or I guess returns to level 3.
Could find a Triforce heading us, taking us to level 9. He's certainly more well equipped to take it on now. I don't even think he had a sword the last time he was here.
ZebGedney better be careful with that wand, or he'll burn himself up.
Yeah. He took a little bit of a look there in that arrow shop for a second. Starting to wonder if he might as well just go ahead and buy arrows.
Yeah, well, if something's going, if God forbid the ladder's going to block somehow,
please.
Boy, that would.
Antlerz is in a particularly nasty room to try to clear out here, but red ring always helps. The bubbles are both his best friend and worst enemy in this room.
Oh, geez, a Patra at level 3.
Oh! It's about time we saw our favorite friend.
Oh, it was a drop, but it was the map. Okay.
You're thinking ladder block Triforce?
I was expecting to see it. I was expecting to see it, but no.
Yeah. Level 3 is just tricky because, it's a small dungeon, but it's shaped so inefficiently in vanilla that it's kind of hard to... you think of it, okay, it's a small dungeon, I'll dig this out quick. Well, you kind of have to go in so many different directions, it's kind of hard to, route a quick path through it.
And whoop, there it is. That's the 5th Triforce for Antlerz.
Oh man.
So, does he make a beeline for 9?
That's the question at this point. He's kind of got to start wondering. He's down to what? 4 items, and 2 of them are in level 9, and the other 2 dungeons he's had trouble getting places because of not having the ladder. So, in my mind, level 9 is probably the play here.
Meanwhile, ZebGedney finds level 3 and gets the gets the recorder and is equally equipped as Antlerz, barring defenses, and will likely find the Triforce in due time.
Yep. I mean, these guys, they've taken slightly different paths through this, but it really does feel like they're almost mirroring one another as they go through this. It has been a neck-and-neck race pretty much entirely throughout.
So the enemy set is looking oddly friendly so far for level 9.
Stalfos and Stalfos.
And Gibdos, which aren't really the worst thing.
No, especially when you've got, like, the wand, and you can, keep them at bay.
And, oh, are you kidding me? Ladder, just like that.
Well, at least it was quick.
Yes, thankfully it was quick. Holy cow.
That's huge.
That is definitely huge.
And it's all the way on the other side of the world, but if Antlerz can make a quick move to go over to the coast through the world wrap, I'm not sure what's going on here.
Well, the warp caves do kind of facilitate this, but it looks like it's going to whistle instead.
Okay.
And go into 5? Did we miss something here?
Yeah, I'm a little curious now.
Did
he check the coast?
I don't know.
I assumed he checked the coast. But I'm operating off assumptions here.
Right.
This could be a boon for ZebGedney.
Well, I guess we can't really assume anything at this point.
It's a little too late for that.
If Antlerz knows that what would he be looking for here? If it's not the silvers?
There can't be anything. It's the power bracelet or the heart container. Or the standard issue boomerang. Yeah.
Well, there's the bomb upgrade, though it's a bit pricey right now.
He didn't even pick up that heart container.
And then there's the other bomb up expansion. Okay. Just opening up shop right next to each other. Sure. Okay then. Well, we'll find the item in 5 at least, and it's the heart container.
We passed on the first one.
Yeah, and he passed on the second one too. So now the question becomes: did he mismark his tracker or something regarding what the coast item was, or did he just forget about it entirely?
Only time will tell.
This is definitely giving ZebGedney a chance to catch up as he picks up the Triforce out of 3. And another questionable decision for not picking up the heart containers. That would have brought Antlerz up to 10. That would have given him a 20% chance of getting the magical sword.
Yeah. I mean, I know he's got the red ring, so and a potion, so like death's not the first thing on his mind by any stretch of the imagination. But it certainly looks like ZebGedney knows what to do here. We'll see.
Now it's just a matter of whether he follows the same path that Antlerz did.
I almost feel like it almost made you go that way. I mean, there's only one way through the old man room. You have to go straight up. I guess there are a few options here, but most guys tend to go up until they can't go up. Yes, Jacob. Yeah, Arizona Coastin, we have all but confirmed from people who've been watching that Antlerz has seen them.
Uh-oh. ZebGedney found a pass-through and took it.
Well, he's got, if he's looking for an item, the theoretical play is to take every stair you can find. So that you know
but that's
where they're all going.
But he's exploring beyond it. That's gonna delay him getting his ladder.
Certainly.
But we do get information. The kidnapped awaits in the northeast.
Hey, every little bit will help when the time comes.
So, the Antlerz digging out 6. What else was there to find? There was just the regular boomerang and
Power bracelet.
The power bracelet and the mugger.
Yeah. I want to place a bet that the boomerang is here in level 6. I mean, the power bracelet's here in 6, and the boomerang is the second item at 9, but we will see.
You might find out, is this... Nope, it's the pass-through in 6. What's the other item in 9? We do not know yet. We have not seen it, and we cannot do process of elimination just yet.
Yeah. My money's on boomerang, but we very well could find out very soon if Antlerz, or when Antlerz sees the item here in 9. I mean in 6, sorry. The meat has use in this randomizer because there could be a meat block, or you could use it to group up enemies.
Yep, yeah, the meat pretty much just has its standard vanilla usage.
Just sometimes it's pointless, but
And barring meat, the bait block, it all depends on whether you prefer to actually make use of such things. Because you'll usually have to kind of go out of your way, and well, there's the Triforce in 6.
That's not something we need. Although it is a quick heart refill.
That's true.
Hey, there's Goma. Is he starting to worry that Goma's blocking us? Everybody's favorite mechanic in this game, you having to re-kill the fires if you don't bomb them.
Ooh, ZebGedney finding the compass, which was guarded by the most threatening boss in the history of everything.
The one and only $10.
So I did find it sort of odd that one of them took a moment to spawn in.
Hey man, the game's got lag.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen it lag the rupee before.
Yeah, that must have been the rupee that was holding an item. Hey, and he's got the map too, so now he knows what this version of level 9 looks like.
Oh yeah. Yep. So the big question for ZebGedney, but technically Antlerz still has the lead here. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take ZebGedney to find that ladder.
Yeah, he has a tentative lead. However, the fact that ZebGedney knows where Zelda is huge.
Oh yes. The fact that he, and well, there's a wasted hint. Thing is, oh yeah, we did see we know Antlerz did see the hint regarding silver arrows.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was walk over water. Maybe he didn't translate that as coast. Maybe he translated that as ladder blocked in the dungeon.
Yeah. That for me, like, is why of all the different types of do this to do that hints that you can get, to me, step over the water is the least useful one because it could mean so many different things.
And apparently, ZebGedney found a meat. Apparently, there's a bait block in 6. I didn't catch that. But
Yeah.
ZebGedney update back to the start and is not going the right way. But Antlerz is finding the item in 6, and it's the croissant. Oh.
Well, at least he knows that the silver arrows can't be underneath a push block.
Yes, but the question now becomes, where does his logic take him now?
I'm worried it takes him back to level 9.
Yeah.
If he didn't take him to the coast the last time, will it take him to the coast this time?
And we get a clue regarding the compass that we no longer need. And yeah, Antlerz is... Oh, wow. That is huge. That one hint is huge. Antlerz needs to see that, but no, looks like he was about to go back into 9, but now he's probably he remembered about the coast.
And now the race is on.
Oh, isn't it? But especially since ZebGedney has found the correct way to the ladder.
Yeah, he's tried everything else, just about. I kind of wonder if he would check to see if does he check to see if he can get to Zelda from up this way yet?
I thought that was the way. I thought that was the way Antlerz took to get the ladder.
Maybe he took the key door, right?
Maybe.
Or maybe he took a bomb.
I must have. I must have remembered his path, Antler's path incorrectly or something. Anyway, Antlerz.
Yeah, this looks more familiar.
Antlerz has the silver arrows. Is back in 9. Game on.
Right. Now Antlerz has a tremendous lead.
Well, ZebGedney does have the information advantage.
Yeah, but Antlerz has ridded himself of his temporary lapse of reason.
Although ZebGedney is out of bombs.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Good luck getting any from a Stalfos.
And that's not a bomb shot. Rupees guard compass. The silvers lies elsewhere, and no,
duh, he says.
Yes, no slashing the old man, though. I was half expecting to see that.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot, indeed. I think ZebGedney just did a reset. That's gonna set him back a good bit, I think, because he doesn't have the blue ring no more.
Oh, man, yeah.
Ooh.
But, yeah. Wow.
So he's gonna have to get the Triforce out of 3 again.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's all.
I'm hoping that was just a input error.
Yeah. Save now.
But ooh, we heard the beast.
Uh-oh.
And we found the beast.
Say, you go into one room and it's dark, thinking, oh, here it is. Nope, never mind.
Antlerz getting the stun lock, and down goes Ganon.
Man, well done for Antlerz there. Kind of got a goofy start spot, but Ganon hiding all the way up in the northwest section of level 9. Now we see if he can find Princess Zelda.
Yeah, we know the hint's here. I don't think Antlerz has seen said hint.
No.
But not only have we seen the hint, we've seen just from the compass spot where it is.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, it's almost straight up from the start. Whether or not you can achieve that location is another story.
Although at this point, not that he wouldn't have no way of knowing, but he's pretty much Antlerz' race to lose at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
and it looks like he's heading the right way.
He knows what guards the compass. He hasn't seen it, but that bomb wall does open.
There's the door.
Oh man,
the door opens, and okay.
That'll do it as Antlerz takes first place in this race. He moves on now to 4-0 in this, I believe, his first Zelda Randomizer tournament.
Ah, very impressive. And we have Antlerz joining us in the booth. GG, sir.
Before you say it.
Hey.
I know.
You knew what we were going to ask you.
Hey, here's the thing. ZebGedney bailed you out big time from a roasting here.
Yeah, I figured, honestly, I figured that ZebGedney is a good enough player that, I figured he had to make an equally, let's say, entertaining mistake that, if, for me to have won after that.
He had two issues. One was that he ran out of bombs in level 9. He didn't take that straight path to the ladder that you did. He ran out of bombs, and then when he ran out of bombs, he up and A'd and retried.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's definitely not how you want to go out, but that's them's the breaks, I guess.
Yeah, man, that's rough. How long had it been since he saved?
He had, I think, 4 Triforce pieces when he had saved, so it wasn't a tremendous. It wasn't like starting all over again. But Zeb, I guess, could tell us the story himself at this point if he would like. Welcome, Zeb. This was kind of a rough seed for both of you guys in terms of things just not going right at one particular time or another. My thoughts exactly.
Oh
my. Okay then. Rip to headphone users. At any rate, well, ZebGedney's getting the audio issues sorted out. So about those silver arrows, Antlerz.
Yeah. I saw him. I saw him about 2 minutes into the seed, and I just completely forgot that they were there. That's I don't know if it was nerves or what, but I was actually really happy with how I played combat-wise, and and reading the seed, knowing that I needed to go to 9, that ladder was probably in there, but that's, I mean,
Yeah, you read the
that
other
almost
2
cost
step
me.
over the water hints perfectly.
Right, I was like, okay, stuff is a lot less likely to be ladder blocked in 9, so let's go ahead and get to 9. Gonna go back up to 3, take that easy Triforce that I can get there. And then I just, I started thinking about all the ladder blocks I had seen in dungeons, and completely forgot that I had seen the silvers on the coast.
Yeah, so while you were digging out 5 and 6, ZebGedney had also gotten the Triforce out of 3. As far as pathing, you guys were pretty much neck and neck, though. You did have the advantage. You had gotten your 5th Triforce first. And you made a beeline for the ladder. ZebGedney explored a decent amount of 9. Did find all of the hints, including the one for Zelda, which was to the northeast. Not though you found that in short order.
Yeah, I took a really fortunate path in 9, and honestly, normally I wouldn't have taken that staircase, but after my little flub with the silver arrows, I'm like, oh crap, I'm immediately thinking I'm behind. So I gotta take a flyer that a staircase is gonna take me somewhere, off in the ether that I'm gonna find either the pig or Zelda, and, I was insanely lucky that happened.
Yeah, thankfully, the path to both to Ganon and to Zelda ended up being rather short.
Yeah. That first staircase took you literally right there, so I mean, I was insanely lucky there. I mean, that's all it is. Honestly, I'm guessing if Zeb doesn't make that mistake, I probably lose. So that's something that we both made huge mistakes.
Well, it did. Zeb never did find the ladder. So that was that he ran out of bombs in 9 and had not found the ladder.
I see.
So by that time, you had already, if not had gotten the silver arrows, were close to it.
Well, I mean,
actually no, you had already by the time the unfortunate reset happened, you had already grabbed the silvers and was back in 9. So.
Okay. Well, it would have. I mean, honestly, it would have at least been a race.
Oh yes.
So yeah. I really hate to hear that happened. But.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Zeb, are we good, Zeb?
Yeah.
I should be good now.
Okay. Yes.
Hey, GG, Zeb.
Hey, same to you. Great race.
Oh yes, it was pretty close between the two of you. You kind of route diverged after the first couple dungeons, where Zeb searched the south, Antlerz searched the north.
Okay. Yeah. Once the beginning, got the early wand, the early any key. I felt like it's either going to be fast seed or I'm wildly ahead right now. Unfortunately, it looks like it wouldn't have made a difference, but when I ran out of bombs in 9, I was looking at my map and figuring out where the closest bomb shop was, and I could have walked, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 screens away, and then I thought, I could just up A, I was gonna save. I don't know why, but I was gonna save, and then go back to there's a bomb screen near the start, or bomb store near the start, and then whistle back to 2. I thought, that'll save me a few seconds, and instead it reset me back to pre-3. So, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna go to the brackets anyway, is what you're gonna do, Zeb.
Exactly. It's nice to get the higher seeding if possible, but at this point these races are that's really what it's about. It's about trying to get better seeding, and it's not like Antlerz is a great opponent. The retry wouldn't have made a difference. He was it looks like he was a few minutes away anyway, so it's not a big deal. At the time I was sick thinking about it, but the only thing I could have hoped was that ladder was buried somewhere and he couldn't find it. That's all I could hope at that point.
Yeah, and it's never been like you to play spoiler to a higher seed in one of these tournaments anyways, Zeb, right?
No, I don't do that kind of stuff.
We were talking Antlerz. We were talking earlier as you won, advancing to 4-0. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is your first time in one of the randomizer tournaments. Am I right?
Yeah, this is my first time in any tournament whatsoever. Like I said last time, you know, I was just coming in hoping to get a win or two, and to be sitting here, you know, 4-0 is just pretty crazy. Never ever expected that I would be doing this well, but
well, you never know how well you do until you try.
And there's a point I was making to Melee earlier as well before the show started. You know, because I have to make everything about me at least for half a second. To look at the progression of this community in both in size and skill from this time last year. This time last year, I was racing ZebGedney in week 5 with a chance to make it into brackets if I won. And this year, I'm sitting at 0-3, already eliminated, because there are so many more players and so many people are getting so much better at this. It's almost refreshing to see, despite how far I've fallen behind a little bit. But it's just great to see so many more people playing and doing so well. You know, the more people that are doing well in this, the more people eyeballs get on it and can see what a fantastic racing environment it is.
yeah, I mean, I love the community. Everyone is outstanding in the community. When I was just starting a few months ago, everyone was so helpful, and I didn't even know how to get the setup, like, as far as tech-wise going, and everyone was, like, just really willing and happy to help get you started. So there's an extremely low barrier to entry. It can seem a little daunting at first, but if you're thinking about trying it out, I would definitely encourage people to give it a shot and get in the community, join the Discord. Everyone's super nice, super helpful. They'll all pitch in to get you going.
And now they regret it.
And really, yeah, I can't second that enough about the barrier for entry. It's literally it's literally the emulator, the software, and a little piece of it's just a ROM. That's all you need, and you can play on your keyboard. You can learn to play it that way, and just play it casually. Get an understanding of how the game works. Get a feel for the mechanics, and I think that's how most people start. And then next thing you know, it's how do I get a USB controller? How do I make this work on my actual Nintendo? Where can I find a CRT? And it snowballs from there.
I just gotta have the CRT.
Yes, you do.
I'm not quite there yet. I want to get there at some point, but I'm definitely hoping to make it to that point.
Alright, so looks like things are winding down a bit. So let's take a look at the schedule, see what we've got going on in the near future. As we speak, we've got Ataginos, if that I'm pronouncing it correctly, versus Captain Green on Randomania as we speak. Chrono Double J and F. Coughlin on Speed Gaming 5.
Never
and coming up, and meanwhile, right here on Speed Gaming at 1 a.m. Eastern, we got Panolf and Sis Crusher.
Sorry, I'm excited for that one.
And meanwhile, we've got a ton of races going on tomorrow, going on Thursday. We're jam-packed with Zelda 1 Randomizer to whet your appetite. So.
Yeah, if you want to stay here on the Speed Gaming family of networks, my favorite restream channels, by the way, for the Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament, Speed Gaming 5 hosting that Fred Coughlin versus Chrono JJ match right now. Adaginos and Captain Green 7 is going to be probably a barn burner as well going on right now. Another battle of 3-0 guys, just like this one was. Can't go wrong either way, I'd say.
And on our other speed gaming channels, we've got the Link to the Past Daily Race Open Mode on Speed Gaming 4. We got Super Metroid on Speed Gaming 3, and the Mega Man 2 Randomizer on Speed Gaming 2. So whatever you're in the mood for, it's there to be had.
Absolutely. Before we wrap this up, Antlerz and ZebGedney are tremendous runners. Anything else you guys have to add?
Not much on my end except for GG Zeb. Great race, and hoping to see you in the brackets. Maybe we'll run it back. And thanks to all the commentators, our tracker, and as always, Speed Gaming for putting this on.
Same here. GG to you.
Yeah, I'd like to thank our special shout out to our tracker, Mali Wizard, I believe.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, Melee pulling double duty with me on commentary and triple duty when I was out there for a good bit as well. Always a pro and a pleasure to work with you, Melee. I'm not sure if this is the first time we've done commentary together. I know I've worked with you a bunch when you were tracking.
Yeah, I'm still relatively new to the commentary. It took a while for me to actually get it set up, so I actually sounded halfway decent. So.
I'm still working my way to that point, so it's a battle every day. But like I said, yeah, thanks to you and thanks to everybody on the speed gaming side of things for helping getting this restream up and running. We've said it all, man. There's places to go, things to see. I haven't gotten any word on what we'll be hosting next. My guess would be Speed Gaming 5 for more Zelda 1 randomizer action, but no matter where you go, there's a game to be had, and it is being played very, very quickly by people here on Speed Gaming.
Yeah, players that are probably better than either of us.
No doubt. Any closing shots?
No, I think we've said everything there is to be said.
All right, then, on behalf of everyone here at Speed Gaming and my partner, Melee Wizard, this is Liquid Husband saying thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you very, very soon.
Have a nice night.